Hi, this is Stacy with Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy. Welcome back to day 3 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. So for today, I decided to work on a scrapbook piece of paper and put that on a tumbler. I just love the look of this old-fashioned, almost like retro cardstock paper that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I take this and successfully put on a tumbler to make a distressed looking tumbler. So today I'm working with a 12-ounce shorty that I got from the Tipsy Magnolia. I just thought that would be a cute little tumbler to make this design with. And I'm measuring everything off. I did take the tumbler and I sanded it and cleaned it really good so that it will hold the seal for when I apply this scrapbook paper. I'm working with a glue called Triple Thick. I like this because it works a lot better than Mod Podge. It doesn't take as many coats. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to start putting some of it onto the backing of the scrapbook, and then I'll start applying this very carefully. It is going to be distressed, so it doesn't exactly have to be perfect, but I want to try to get it on there as good as possible. So I'm just going to take my time and start applying it, putting some pressure down on it to make sure that all the glue stays in place, and at the same time making sure that I have enough glue on there. And I'm going to bring this all the way around the tumbler, and then I'm going to let it sit and dry for a couple of hours. Now that it is dry, I am going to go ahead and take another coat of the Triple Thick and put it all over the entire tumbler, wanting to make sure that I get this sealed in really good. And it does not take a lot, and it goes on really easily, and it dries pretty fast. I did let it sit for a couple of hours and just worked on a couple of other things, but I made sure that I had full coverage on it before I moved on to epoxy. Wasn't going to be distressing the tumbler, I would have put another coat on after this coat dried, because I would want to make sure that I didn't have any bleed through. I did have a little bit bleed through when I put the epoxy on, but that's okay because I'm going to be distressing it anyways. So here I am after it dried for a couple of hours. I'm going in with 10 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Fast Set Epoxy. I just want to get a nice coat on there, get this all sealed in, because I'm going to be distressing it with foils. And I want to make sure that I have that glossy seal on there so that the foils will stick. Go ahead and use Southern Belle's foil glue to apply to this, to apply my foils. Now, I did get this little nail polish container when I was at TumblerCon. Southern Belle was giving them out with purchases. I don't know if it's something that she sells on her website, but I really do like her foil glue. It is so great for applying the foils with it. So once I have this on, I'm going to let it dry till it's tacky. And then the red foils I got from Artistic Paint Studios, and the green foil I just picked up on Amazon. I'll go ahead and link both of these in the description. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply them in just a mishmash pattern. I didn't have any plan with it. I just wanted to get it distressed, so I just kind of mixed it up as I was applying the two different colors. I'm doing foils, I'm never quite sure how much of it I'm going to use, so I just start off with a little bit in a just kind of all over the place, and then I slowly build up and just start adding more and more. And that's what I love about these foils, is that you can just kind of pick up wherever you want to add a little bit more to it, and it just adds more dimension. Now that I have the design where I like it, I'm going to go ahead and apply another coat of epoxy. I did spray a little bit of my clear gloss Rust-Oleum spray paint on here just to seal it in, just to make sure that none of it flakes off when I'm adding the epoxy. So like I said, I'm going in with the 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy here. I'm going to let this spin for 4 hours and then start working on the next step. Because I'm using a tumbler that I got from the Tipsy Magnolia, of course I'm going to put a glitter bot on there. So I am starting off with Grinch from Peachy Olive Glitters, and I'm going to put this around the outer edge. I am just using a UV resin that I got from Amazon. It's just a regular one that I got from there. It's not really a brand name, but it works really well for me, and it's got really quick delivery, so I always just order the same one. I'll link that in the description for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this around the outer rim, but I would normally dry it before I start working on the inner rim, but I'm going to blend it, so that's not what I'm doing this time. I'm just going to go ahead, put a little bit more on here. I want to make sure that I fill up this outer rim all the way so that I can make blending the other colors easier. For the inside of the rim, I'm going to use Phoenix from Chase Ray Creations. This has become my go-to red for just really bright, sparkly, that good red color. And I do have a discount code with Chase Ray Creations. It is LBC15 for you to save 15% on your purchase. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in all the way. Make sure that I have it filled up high enough, because I am going to take some time and swirl the two colors together so that it adds a little bit of dimension on the outside swirling of the glitter butt before I put a little bit of design work in there. Here's where I'm taking a pick and I'm just kind of swirling the two different colors in together. Not looking for anything perfect. The resin, when it's this thick, has a bit of a mind of its own, so it just kind of goes where it wants to. I just wanted to get it so that it wasn't just so perfectly matched up on the outer rim. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this and dry it once I have it exactly where I want it to be. Wanted to make a little Merry Christmas SVG for it, and I found this design on Creative Fabrica, and I'll go ahead and I'll link that in the descriptions. I started off with using this green just permanent vinyl for the Merry part of it, and then for Christmas I went in with this red holographic, but I did not like the way that the green color was on the tumbler. It just kind of blended in too much. So I didn't actually videotape it, but I actually redid it with black, and that's the one that I applied on. This little outline here that I'm doing in the red holographic comes with the design. I didn't have to do this additionally. So when you get this SVG, it will automatically be there for you. Putting the whole thing together with the green, like I said, I just didn't like the way that the green looked. So the final product is black, but this is still showing you exactly how I put this SVG together. Wanted to show you one of the little tricks I like to do when I'm stacking SVGs together. I like to put the bottom one onto my mat. It makes it a little bit easier for me to put them together and without it like moving around. So here I am once again applying that green one, which I'm going to switch out. And here's where it's showing you with the black. And then I also left the red holographic for Christmas, but I went over it with this white, and that really made it pop. And I'm going in with 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy, and I'll let this spin for 4 hours, sand this down really good. And then I'm going to go in with 10 mLs of my Artist Cure resin, my medium viscosity from Flynn Sisters. This is where I'm going to get all that shine. I'll let this spin for 8 to 10 hours, and then it will be all done. Here is the final product. I love how it turned out. It is so shiny. I love the distress. The glitter on the bottom has such a great swirl, and I did add a couple of elements that I had left over. And if you like this tutorial, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas. Bye-bye.